I am doing a reading for the sign of Capricorn. Hey Capricorn, we are in Virgo season and it's a fellow earth element. So yeah, let's get right into Capricorn's energy. So please connect me to the collective of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. All right, so let's start with a spiritual overarching. Thank you. So Capricorn, it says, weave your destiny. Now, this makes me think of the threads of fate. It's a business, and you know, they make a lot of original tarot decks, but the threads of fate, if you take those three words and then it says weave your destiny, these three words, every little thing that we do as humans is a thread. You know, there's a thread, and it is woven into this lifetime of whatever it is that we're experiencing. So this is really, I feel like I just went way off, like out into the left field with my thoughts there, and I really hope I didn't. I'm trying to give you the idea in your mind that you are very much like the weaver of your life. It's like the mundane choices, the things that you do on a daily basis that are not, you know, all that glamorous, I guess you can say, but you know, they're just daily events. Those are all threads. Every thought, every word, every inaction, every action, you know, it's actually creating your journey. So be more mindful about your power. Remember who you are. Do not allow your thoughts to travel so far away from the knowing of your authority. What you stand for and what you are is very powerful and omnipresent. And I feel like as a collective, Capricorns, we all, you know, definitely need your guidance and your tenacity and your grit and your work ethic, and just everything that you stand for is so stable, and just, it's like the long haul. It's like you're in it, you know, it's like you're dependable, you're where you say you're going to be, you're very much an energy that, you know, the rest of us humans can rely on to exhibit things that equal duration and dependability and determination. Sorry I went off on that, but I just want you to remember how powerful you are in the creating of your actual reality. Let's get some tea leaves. I want to see the situation Capricorn finds themselves in. First one out is fire. Strong emotion, passionate love or hate. And teapot, deep friendship with somebody of the same sex. Show me more for the situation for Capricorn. Okay. Then you've got the month of September, which is exactly what we're in, right? The 9th month. Then mice, and this is discord among friends or family. Right by the seahorse, which is family matters. Right by the frying pan, which is trouble or accusations. All right. Bottom of the deck is leg, and it says stepping into a new experience with leg. Okay. So every time I mention the bottom of the deck, it's always an underlying energy that is in your frequency. Okay. So the bottom of the deck is that underlying frequency. So There's discord among friends or family. Okay, but with this fire, it's saying strong emotion, passion, passionate love or hate. So you do not need to participate in the discord. There's family matters that are important at this time, you know, and with the seahorses, those are such like loving, beautiful creatures. And with Teapot, you have deep friendship with somebody of the same sex. Now, whatever that is showing, however that is showing up for you, Capricorn, I feel like you should lean in towards the experiences that make you feel good. I mean, you should always do that, but especially here in September, there's a pronounced message about your family and friends, and that there's discord and that there's deep friendship. So this trouble and accusations, and I love how it's like this frying pan with the fire here. So trouble and accusations along with this strong emotion, which is it's either love or hate. So you have the choice. You know, it's really prominent this month to decide what you want to expend your energy on. Is it discord or is it deep connection? So let's get the hidden emotions around you, Capricorn. Show me for Capricorn Collective. Okay, you've got discontent can be veiled. Recognize it to improve your situation. Discontent. And then motives are often veiled. Discover the true reasons behind people's actions. One more. One more, please, for Capricorn. Thank you. Ooh, silent hatred. That's that passionate love or hate energy. Hatred can be silent, but very deadly. It says address it to prevent harm. So if there's any type of hatred that you can see or are aware of, it's guiding you to address it, to not let it go silence. Like, don't just leave it alone. There's something that needs to be called out here and needs to be shown that it's seen. So whatever a person is exhibiting this emotionality in whatever form and whatever experience it shows up for you individually, there's got to be a way for you to bring it to the surface of their consciousness so that they know that you know. Do you know what I mean? Intentions can be hidden beneath actions. Uncover them to understand true motives, along with this veiled motives, right? So it's like really getting to the source of the action. It's like, why is such and such doing this? It's like, you know what I mean? It's like taking the time to reflect and piece together with your very intelligent mind other people. Now, I'm not saying to be paranoid or spend the majority of your time like dissecting everyone. No, just there's going to be moments that you're going to feel, and in those moments, just be mindful to take in a few more moments after the feeling comes in with whatever you're dealing with, so that you can then transfer the thought as well. So sometimes we just, we go about our lives and things are occurring around us, but we're not like aware. You know what I mean? It happens, but we're like not even, it's like autopilot. So there's some kind of energy that's really important for you to weed out and call it out. And you don't have to do it dramatically. You can say something without it being a scene whatsoever, but it needs to be called out. And then that person, whoever is bringing that around, is going to shift, because once somebody knows, they're seen for whatever malice or ill intent that they might be presenting, they change. And so that shift, whether it's subtle or it's big for each of you, is very important for you and your trajectory moving forward. Okay, now I want to get the external. So this is like around you, the potent influence around Capricorns, the most potent influence around the Capricorns, the most potent influence. Wow. So Virgo, and I mentioned already that we are in Virgo season. This is I analyze. I love this because I was just talking about doing that very thing. Taking in what's around you, what's going on, and analyzing and being using your discernment, right? Virgo is a very sometimes critical, because they can see into the minutia of, I hope that's the right word to use. So for example, Sagittarius is like, they go out, they expand their vantage point and they see the big picture, and Virgo really hones in and gets right down into the smallest detail. So it's like the Virgo energy is like a microscope, really. And this is really potent. And obviously we're in this season, and it's your fellow earth cousin, earth element cousin. And that's so funny that I said Sagittarius, because this is the 9th house, which is faith. And it is the Sagittarius ruled house, which Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. So that planet of expansion, and I love Jupiter, it's my favorite planet. But so this 9th house is about faith, and it's like the unseen, and really your connection to yourself and your divinity. All right, so the 9th house along with Virgo, that's a really potent energy surrounding you. Also, Virgo is the 6th house in the astrology, and the 9th house. So that's 69, the number 69. So organize for success. Do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan your next action steps. So it's guiding you to do externally in your environment and in the places that you spend your time. Get those organized, and it will help you organize within as well. Now, I wanted to share with y'all this message, and right now is a great time. It's something I wrote, and I just want to read it to you really quick. What state is your heart in? Where are you directing it? Where are you directing it? What is hiding in your heart? What challenges your heart's truth? Where is your mind at? What can help realign your head and your heart connectivity? The same amount of time is used by forming an opinion on something outside of yourself. Head and heart alignment begins with check-ins. It takes minimal time and effort expelled to do check-ins. Yet the effect it has on your life is far-reaching and unmeasurably positive. Every single thing, event, relationship, experience is first formed from your heart's desire, and your mind sets a plan of action. When the two are not even speaking, it leads to disheveled and devastating experiences. Work smarter, not harder. Knowing is half the battle. Autopilot. Who is in control of your life? Who Sorry, I couldn't read my own writing. What outdated human leftovers are running you? If you don't check, you don't know. And knowledge is power, right? We are energy using matter for the expression of life. When our hearts and our head are not aligned, when they're not congruent, it's like we're stepping on the gas and the brakes at the same time. You know, we've all done it where we've had an emotion, a feeling, and then our mind will be like, oh, da 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 da, and it will be like, negating that very feeling. And then our feelings, it's like this circle, like our heart will feel something, and then our brain will be like, meh, do it, right? And then it will just be like this loop that we can get caught in time can just go, as because if you're on autopilot and you're not aware of what you're talking about, what your mental internal dialogue is, just it's like, what page are you on, and what page is your heart on? And if they're out of alignment, that's a lot of discord, hence the discord in the family and friend matters. But there needs to be a correction of the imbalance. And a lot of us don't agree on things. Our hearts and our minds don't agree on everything. So when you take the time to weed out whatever energies are like in your energy, right? Because people that you spend time with, or even people that you are in physical proximity to, a lot, have the ability to like sponge and take on each other's energetic and thoughts and feels and concepts and such. So when you weed out this hatred that's hidden around you, it's gonna alleviate it being like sitting on you. Like, I feel like it's a heaviness that is clouding y'all, and it's not necessary because it's not yours. So that's that energy of calling it out. And it's like, once that is dispelled from your experience, you're going to have a freeing, you're going to feel lighter, you're going to feel more of you coming through. And that's beautiful, and it's necessary. And also with that organization for success, organized for success, I feel like it's also with the people, the people that you have like in your life, go through them and pick the ones that are fulfilling and, make you feel good, and take the ones, get rid of the ones that aren't at this time. And it's not saying that giving up on people, it's just spend less time with those that are creating any sort of, I'll say the word again, discord for you. And then we got people skills here. You have a flair for working well with others. You could be a diplomat, a counselor, a salesperson, or head of a company. Show me more for Capricorn Collective. Real passion. Stop wasting time in dead-end jobs if that's what you're doing. Find your true passion. It's fine to experiment, but don't settle for less than you truly deserve. The position is temporary. There's some sort of short-term position. Don't be too attached to it. No worries, you will find something that's even more fulfilling and prosperous. Then you got renewal. You need to take time to recharge your energy to get back on track. Challenges ahead require you to have faith and break through. Um, and then bottom of the deck is power position. You are being promoted or called to lead. It's time to step up your sovereignty and guide others with compassion. Yeah, and I feel like you just, playing life as your of the best version of yourself, like when you just live your life and it's coming from a place of, it radiates outward and you don't have to say a word. Others will learn from that. Others will watch that and take on some of that energy. And that's what I was saying in the beginning of the reading. Like, it's just so true. The Capricorn energy is very important, and it's fatherly, it's Satyrian, and it's really we need you a lot. So stay with us, Capricorn. Show us, lead us. Okay, so this is more of like a superficial kind of check-in. It's like the surface energies. So I just want to see what's surrounding Capricorns in the kind of like societal slash, personal. So you've got bye, Felicia. So this is about saying peace out, thank you, next, leaving and not caring, letting people just peace out, just later, bye, Felicia. Fed up. Yeah, exactly. Because you're just over it. You're frustrated. And you're just not having it anymore. Red flagged. Warning signs. Risky situation. And, use caution. Take heed. Then I love this. Detective. And it's like accusations. There's that word again. We saw it in the tea leaves. Snooping, digging for dirt, and accusations. But the way I thought about it when I saw the word detective was like the way that you're going to discern, the things in your life and organize. Then there's key player here. Important person, playing an essential role, and irreplaceable. And I feel like that's you, Capricorn. You are irreplaceable. You are a key player in so many ways. And then you've got harmony, which is awesome. It's that head and heart congruency, balance, peace, and more happiness because of it. At the bottom of the deck is this dirty money, right? And it says laundering, steal, and illegal. So I don't have a clue what that energy is, speaking on for you, but you will. You'll if it resonates for you guys. It will for some, not for all. But let's get some tarot now for the Capricorn. Okay, wow. So you've got the Eight of Cups, the Death card, Scorpionic energy, and then the Fortune's Wheel, which is more Jupiterian energy. So the major arcana for Scorpio is Death. This is about release and renewal. It's number 13. I think I said that. It's about endings, end of a phase and start of a new one. Transformation, revolution, liberation, and rebirth. It's painful. Anytime we release anything, there's pain because, it's ending. And so you're going to experience some of that. But then there's a resurgence and a rebirth in some aspect. But with this Eight of Cups energy, that's all about releasing these 8 cups that you spent a lot of your time in, filling. And it could be a lot of time for some of you. And so walking away from it is not something that you really wanted to do, but it's the best thing to do. And this is in your energies. Like, these are 3 cards that are very strong about what's going on with you. So it's really important for you to allow yourself this transition, because the Eight of Cups is leaving behind that which isn't serving you anymore to then go to the Nine of Cups, right? And the Nine of Cups is the wish fulfillment card. Disappointment, disillusionment, change, abandonment, detachment, soul searching, seeking higher meaning, a journey through wisdom. And it brings about stability and prosperity, justice, judgment, fortuity, success, and harvest. And with the Wheel of Fortune, it's number 10 in the major arcana. This is karma. There's a turning point. It's a turn for the better if you use these energies wisely. Destiny always changes. There's an unpredictability, but you have good fortune here with these cycles. It's the pinnacles of success, tribulation, beginning and endings. So all three of those cards are absolutely about beginning and endings. So that's very strong in your energy. Bottom of the deck is this Two of Cups, and this is all about a connection. And you did get that friendship card. That's right. It said teapot when it said deep friendship with somebody of the same sex, regardless if whatever sex it may be, you know, masculine, feminine, that's not of importance, but there's a deep connection. It's very prominent. And so when the Two of Cups shows up, it can be romantic, but doesn't have to be. It can very much be very deep and intense with, you know, a platonic relationship. There's cooperation, there's affinity with one another, there's harmony, mutual attraction, compatible friendship. It can be romance, doesn't have to be. It can be a reconciliation. There can be, you know, a coming back together and really vibing, or it can just be something that's, you know, in your life always. But this partnership, however it shows up for you, is underlying all those changes. So this deep connection with whoever it is for each of you is what's going to give you like some sort of anchor in while you're going through this, while you're traversing these changes. I want to see Capricorn's most potent challenge, please. What's their... Okay. So your biggest challenge, Capricorn, is... I usually only take one card for this spot, but wow, we got a lot here. Now, the Four of Wands, Four of Cups in reverse. Four of Cups in reverse is about shrinking back, boredom, detachment, and then the Four of Wands in reverse is still a good card in reverse, but it's to a lesser degree. But there's peace and harmony, but there's an unstableness to it, and overlooked blessings. Then the Hanged Man, that's Piscean energy, number 12 in the major arcana, and it's in reverse. And in reverse, it's about being selfish, false spirituality, neglecting your spiritual development, persecution, despair. There's a need to forgive, whether that be yourself or someone else. And then this Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Disappointment, disillusionment, unfulfilled, mismanagement, inflexibility, expectations, a false sense of security. Yeah, and right when I said that, in my mind's eye, I went back to the second deck I used for you with that veiled hatred. So that false sense of security, like wherever that is coming from for you guys, it's not real. Like whatever they're trying to mask themselves to as being, it's not real. So it's going to leave you bankrupt in a way. It's going to leave you with bad health, you know, mentally, emotionally, because it's not genuine. So it really, really, really be mindful of that. Underlying all your challenges is the Nine of Swords in reverse. And that's about healing, recuperation. Light is coming. There's a calmness in the control and a reducing of your anxiety. Because the Nine of Swords upright is haunted by loss, troubled, anxiety, panic attacks, intrusive thought. Capricorn, I really meant to keep your messages short, and it seems like I've done it again with my talking. So I'm going to close out your reading here for you, and I'm going to use the High Vibe deck. And basically this deck gives us messages to help raise our vibration when we're going through the challenges of being alive. Tell me for the sign of Capricorn to close out their reading. Thank you. Belly breathing magic. Place your hands on the sides of your rib cage. Take 3 slow breaths, pushing your ribs into your hands. Follow the movement of your breath with your hands. Notice the change in your body. And I just couldn't help but, when it said, place your hands on the sides of your rib cage and then take the 3 slow breaths. When I was showing you your very first card, it says, weave your destiny. That's 3 words, weave your destiny. And the 3 short breaths, slow breaths. And at the bottom of High Vibe deck, it says, thought stoppage. Are you running negative tapes in your head, Capricorn? You are the one in control of your thoughts. Just tell yourself, stop. Negative thought, get out of here. You are the one driving your bus. Stop being a passenger and start taking control. Because in our minds, the mind is very potent and powerful. And you must be on guard of what you allow to ruminate within your mental dialogue. Okay? And when you have that kind of stuff, like we were talking about earlier, with the life negating energies that are around, you know, just coming at you from just people experiences, just living as we all do, if you don't take the time to protect yourself and really be understanding of what is going on, then it seeps into you, you know. So definitely take your, you know, take control of what's going on around you, which I have no doubt that you're more than capable of doing. And I hope these messages really helped you, Capricorns. I really adore you. And I'm just going to get one more card. It's a fear deck. Just give me a message for Capricorn here. I just felt called to. Your message is number 46. It says, take a leap of faith. And you did get the faith. 9th house is faith. Take a leap of faith. The results may surprise you in very good ways. I love that. You can rise above your challenges, change your perspective, and shift your focus. Exactly. Number 51. Exactly. I hope these messages helped. Take care, Capricorns.